Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're diving into the world of British halfpenny coins featuring Queen Elizabeth II. And some of these classic copper coins can be worth serious money. Believe it or not, people have found these coins in old jars, pocket change, and even at yard sales, only to discover they're worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In this video, we'll break down the rare dates you should be looking for, what the HP marking really means, and the valuable minting errors that can turn an ordinary halfpenny into a hidden treasure. We'll also explore how condition and historical significance can dramatically increase a coin's value. So stay tuned, and don't forget to check your old coins carefully because you might already have a valuable piece sitting at home. The idea that a 1957 British halfpenny with Queen Elizabeth II could secretly be a $900,000 treasure is the kind of claim that instantly catches attention. But to understand the real story, you have to look beyond the hype and into history. First, this is not a United States coin. It belongs to the currency of the United Kingdom and features Queen Elizabeth II, who had only recently begun her reign. That places the coin in a very specific moment. A young queen, a changing nation, and a world moving into the modern era. Now step into 1957. Britain was rebuilding and redefining itself after the impact of World War II. Everyday life was stabilizing, and coins like the halfpenny were still widely used in daily transactions. Small purchases, local markets, and simple exchanges. These coins were made from bronze, giving them that warm brown tone that often darkens with age. When people see a coin that looks dirty or worn, they sometimes imagine hidden value. But in reality, that appearance usually means the coin has been circulated for years. In coin collecting, heavy wear typically lowers value rather than increasing it. The mention of an HP mint mark can sound exciting, but here's where many misunderstandings begin. British coins from this period generally did not use clear mint marks like American coins. So a no mint mark, or unusual marking, is usually normal or the result of wear, not a sign of rarity. This is one of the main reasons exaggerated stories about coin value spread. Ordinary details are mistaken for something rare. Now, let's address the dream of million-dollar coins. Coins that reach extreme prices are not ordinary circulation pieces. They are rare because of unique circumstances, very limited production, special historical importance, or dramatic minting errors. A standard 1957 halfpenny was produced in large numbers for everyday use, which means most examples today are common. Even though the coin is old and connected to an important period, it does not automatically make it highly valuable. But here's where the real excitement begins. Within millions of ordinary coins, there can be rare exceptions. A 1957 halfpenny that has been preserved in excellent condition, sharp details, smooth surfaces, and minimal wear, can be worth more to collectors. Even more valuable are genuine mint errors. If a coin shows an off-center strike, doubling, or a noticeable die flaw, it becomes something unique. These are the coins collectors search for, and they can carry significantly higher value. Still, the idea of becoming a billionaire overnight from this coin belongs to a completely different level of rarity. Coins that are almost one-of-a-kind and verified through major auctions. A normal 1957 British halfpenny, even with its historical importance, does not fall into that category. The high prices you might see online are often exaggerated listings, not real sales. What this coin truly offers is something deeper than money. It represents the early years of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, a time of transition and renewal for Britain. It passed through real lives, real markets, and real moments in history. That journey gives it meaning far beyond its financial value. So instead of chasing exaggerated promises, take a closer look at the coin itself. Study its details, understand its background, and appreciate its story. Because in the world of coins, real treasure isn't found in loud claims of millions. It's discovered quietly, in rare details, and the powerful history hidden in plain sight. The idea that a 1966 British halfpenny with Queen Elizabeth II could secretly be a $900,000 treasure sounds powerful. But the real story behind this coin is very different. And once you understand it, it becomes even more interesting. First, this is not a United States coin. It belongs to the coinage of the United Kingdom and features Queen Elizabeth II during the middle years of her long reign. That places the coin in a period of change, just before Britain transformed its entire currency system. Now imagine Britain in 1966. The country was preparing for decimalization, a historic shift that would take place in 1971, replacing the old system of pennies, shillings, and pounds with a modern decimal format. Coins like the halfpenny were still part of daily life, used for the smallest transactions, but their time was slowly coming to an end. These coins were made of bronze, giving them that familiar brown tone that often darkens with age. When people see a coin that looks worn or dirty, they sometimes believe it hides great value. But in reality, that condition usually means the coin has been heavily circulated, and in collecting terms, that lowers value. The mention of an HP Mint mark creates excitement. But here's the truth. British coins of this period typically did not use visible mint marks like American coins. So the absence of a mint mark is normal, and unusual marks are often just wear, damage, or misinterpretation. This is one of the biggest reasons myths grow. Small details get mistaken for rare features. Now let's talk about the big claim, the idea of million-dollar value. Coins that sell for extraordinary amounts are not common circulation pieces. They are rare because of unique circumstances, very low production, special historical context, or unusual minting errors. A standard 1966 halfpenny was produced in large numbers as part of everyday currency, so most examples today are common. Even though it is connected to an important period in British history, it does not automatically make it highly valuable. But here's where things become interesting. Within millions of ordinary coins, there can be rare exceptions. A 1966 halfpenny preserved in near-perfect condition, sharp details, smooth surfaces, and minimal wear can be more desirable to collectors. Even more exciting are mint errors. If a coin shows doubling, an off-center strike, or a noticeable flaw from the minting process, it becomes something unique. These rare pieces are what collectors actively search for, and they can carry higher value than normal coins. Still, the idea of becoming a billionaire overnight from this coin belongs to a completely different category. Coins that are extremely rare, almost one of a kind, and verified through major auctions. A typical 1966 British halfpenny, even with its historical background, does not fall into that level of rarity. The high prices you might see online are often exaggerated listings, not actual sales. What this coin truly offers is something deeper than money. It represents the final years of an old monetary system, just before a major transformation in British currency. It passed through real hands during a time of social and economic change, carrying silent stories of everyday life. So instead of chasing unrealistic promises, take a closer look at the coin itself. Study its details, understand its era, and appreciate its history. Because in the world of coins, real treasure isn't found in loud claims of millions. It's discovered quietly in rarity, knowledge, and the powerful stories hidden in plain sight.